Alright, welcome back to another video. Everyone seems to have really enjoyed the Cannondale SuperX or SuperX content. Videos are doing really well, so pretty happy that I jumped on that bike as soon as I did. The biggest question that I have been asked about the Supercross is, can you get 50mm tyres in it? It does claim that you can get 48 in the back and a 51 in the rear. So I've borrowed my mate's bikepacking bike here, and he's got a set of Schwalbe G1 bikes in a 50x700. So we're going to try and put these onto that bike. So yeah, this is obviously Dom's checkpoint. He uses this primarily as like his bikepacking adventure bikes. He's pretty much got half of his setup of all his bags on here and ready to go for like a bikepacking camping trip, which I will talk about later because I will be joining him on that. But we're going to take these wheels off and see if they're going to fit in the Supercross. Right, first up we'll do the front wheel because I know for a fact that this is definitely going to fit, because as they claim you can get in a 51, so this should actually have a mil of clearance. Right, so we got full monster truck spec going on here, but aero gravel bike, look at that, plenty of clearance. 50mm Schwalbe G1 bike, plenty of clearance, both sides as well. Coming in from the back, there's daylight on every single side of that, plenty of room. Right, moving on to the back wheel, this is where I feel like potentially we may have a problem. All right, and the rear 50 is on. She's definitely tight. She's a lot tighter than the front anyway. Like, there's no way I'm getting my finger down there. The back of the seat tube has plenty of clearance. Well, like, not plenty of clearance, but enough clearance. But yeah, down the side there is very tight. Room for her to spin, but I definitely would probably go a little bit smaller on the rear. I feel like for full optimization of this bike, 45mm tires are just spot on. If it's a fairly simple course with not too many big rocky sections, maybe a 42 would be good, like for optimization of the frame. But yeah, 50s do get on there, but the back is very tight. All right, now that we've tested that, the next thing I want to talk about is over the Easter weekend, me, Dom, whose bike this is, and my mate Henry Levitt, who I've been riding with since a junior, are going to do a 4 or 5 day bikepacking trip from Wellington, catching the ferry, and then around the top of the North Island. So basically Rainbow Road, Hamner Springs, and then come back via Molesworth Station. It's definitely an epic. It's one that's been on my bucket list for ages, to actually go and bikepack, do a bit of camping, maybe stay in an Airbnb. It's basically going to be like what most bikepacking rules are, just there is no plan. So if we're going to ride 200Ks one day or 100Ks one day, we're just going to go and get it done, weather depending, and see how we go. But yeah, that's going to be over Easter weekend. So I've basically got 6 or 7 weeks to prepare, which isn't a lot of time after not riding for 8 months. So if you do follow me on Strava, you'll see that 2 weekends ago, I went and did 130K, 5 hours 40, just after no training for 8 months. And then last weekend, I went the entire way around the Wellington coast on the new Supercross, which actually performed really well. And that was just over 6 hours, and I had a hell of a bonk for the last hour and a half, which is kind of to be expected after not training. So I am currently in the mode of trying to work out all the stuff that I need. We're planning to do it as if every night we're gonna have to cook for ourselves, have enough food and supplies, and tent. If there is a place to stay, we'll probably use it and stay there, but it's kind of like very wish-washy. We don't know what we're gonna do, and there's not gonna be a plan, so we have to be prepared for every avenue. So a few of the items that I've already prepared for the bikepacking trip are already here. I've used this Evoc hydration pack for about the last 1.5 years, 2 years. Pretty much in all my epic videos, all the big rides, I have this on. I used it in the weekend. I used it at Unbound. I really like this. It's specifically designed for cycling. A lot of these hydration packs go really low, and because of that, you can't get into your back pockets in your cycling jersey, and it's really annoying, whereas this one's only 1.5 or 2 litres of water in the back. It sits quite high up on your back. You can still get into all 3 of your pockets, and you've got a decent amount of water. I find that I'm a bigger guy, so I overheat quite a lot. So I like having the water there. I end up drinking more water, and it helps me last a lot longer. It's also got a decent sized compartment in the back. I usually have spare tube in there, all my like spares and stuff that I can easily get to, take it off my back and play around with my bike if I need. And then in the front here, you've obviously got, this is on a magnetic strip, so it's really easy to get to. There's a zip pocket here, which you can put spare gels, food, your phone in if you needed to. And then 2 outside pockets that you can often have gels in, or I had ketones in there in the weekend, and then a couple extra muesli bars. So I've got that, and I'm pretty happy. Some people don't like having stuff on their back, which is fair enough. I don't mind it, so I think I'm gonna take this with me. It's definitely my main source of water supply. Second off, I've just become a stockist of Revelate at the store, so I decided to get one of their rear bag systems. This is the 16 litre one, which is a pretty big bag. But the reason I've gone for this is that I had a bike packer come through the store on Monday, and he was absolutely raving about this. A lot of the rear seat bags are just held on with Velcro straps or buckles. And when you get out of the saddle or you move around a lot, they just sway like this, especially when you've got a big one like this, 16 litres, full of stuff. They sway back and forth and back and forth. The Revelate bag has a pin system, and then this bit here clips on to the underside of your seat, as you can see that Dom's has here, and then you put the pin back through and it completely holds it steady. So it basically uses the seat as like an anchor to hold on. So I've got one of these. I'm gonna test it out tomorrow on my ride. I got a 100K ride just to kind of see what it's all about. And then yeah, I think that will have me sorted. And obviously you can put stuff all over the back of it, like so. All right, so this is my first time trying to put this on. So there's still a Velcro strap there to go around that bit. And then I assume you just line it up. And you're away, look at that. Get my whole tent in there. Holy moly, that's big. And these ones here hook onto this bit there, and you can tighten that up from both sides. And that red one comes over the top. But as you can see, I've still got a decent amount of clearance here. It's like full hard shell the whole way down here, all the way up to here. But as you can see, if I shake this bike, it barely moves on the saddle, which is pretty impressive. And then another thing that I've ordered, because it's going to be Easter time, so it's not going to be cold during the days, but it will be cold in the mornings and at night, is a specialized down jacket. This is like a proper, I guess, bike packing foldable jacket. It's literally called the Packable Down Specialized Puffer Jacket, I guess. So it's a decent like level of jacket, and it's unbelievably light. So they've got this in a black or this like maroony red color. I went for this one. You can be seen a little bit better, and Cycling Tom colors are also red, so I went for this one. So yeah, that's pretty much what she looks like on. My plan is obviously probably start riding in the morning with this on to keep really warm, and then once you kind of warm up, you can take it off, pack it down into this little bag, and then put it away for the rest of the day. And then obviously if we're going to be camping at night, and then if it's really cold at night, I can put this on, put a sleeping bag over me, and then kind of shake for warmth. Let's see if we can actually get all of this in here. Right, and there you go, specialized packable down jacket. Pretty much the exact same size as a pump bottle. And that's gonna be like probably one of the warmest and smallest things I could possibly bring with me bikepacking, so I'm pretty stoked with that. Right, and last but not least, I have my one-man tent. Dom's seems to have gone and got some very fancy, big opening bikepacking tent. I didn't want to spend any money. My granddad already had this MacPack Solo Light mini pitch tent, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna try and bring this with me. I've never put it up before. So we're going to try and put it up now and see if this is even going to be a viable option. All right, that literally, and that's the first time I've ever put that up, took maybe 4 or 5 minutes. I'm pretty impressed with that, and it's actually considerably bigger than I thought it would be. It looks bigger than it actually is inside the tent, because in this little bit here, by the looks of it, it has like I get a wet boot area, which is good. So if you imagine I'm bike packing right now, I can come in here, leave all my shoes and my wet and my smelly stuff, or my food and stuff if I want it in there, and then you pull this one, and then you get inside my little tent. Oh yeah, look at that. It is unbelievably hot in here at the moment. It's got a decent amount of headroom, somewhere to put a little torch or a light so not completely pitch black at night. It is unbelievably hot in here. But yeah, there you have it. That's actually a lot more spacious than I thought it was going to be. And I'm pretty happy that I don't have to buy another tent, because they're super expensive. All right, well that was a pretty successful day testing out all the stuff that I've got. Obviously, there's a lot more stuff that I need. So at the moment I do have like a Rafa front bag. I'm trying to work out one, because we're going to need lights. Obviously my light sits about quite low, so I'm trying to work out a bag that's actually going to be able to fit in there without getting in the way of everything. But yeah, obviously I'm going to be taking my new bike, which kind of limits me to the amount of bags I can put on there. There's obviously an option potentially to put one of the little bags down there and strap that on, which I think I might do. Hit us with all your suggestions in the comments below, and that is going to end today's video. If you did enjoy it, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you are new.